The first book I wish I had DNF'd. So many. Hello. My name is Nakia. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are here to do the first time book tag created by April from Getting Hookah With It. She tagged me and I was like, who, me? What? I'm so honored and I was very excited because I love her channel. Yeah, if you don't know about her, you need to go check her out. She reminds me of me, where she is very honest with her reviews and thoughts on books. She's not afraid to DNF. Hello. And she reads a diverse range of books. So I enjoy getting book recommendations from her and everything. So when she tagged me, I was like, of course I'm going to do it. Of course. So let's get into the tag, shall we? Question number 1. Sorry, not sorry. The first book that you could not stop gushing about. Now, I could have went with the answer of The One by John Mars. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you already know that. But I was like, no, this is the first. So for me, that would be Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Caine. That was the first 5-star read I ever had as someone who's just getting back into reading. That book about a woman whose husband was a serial killer, and then she goes on the run because there are people who think she had something to do with it, even though she did not, and they are trying to kill her and her kids. And like I said, she goes to Stillhouse Lake to hide out, and just a lot of things happen. This was a very dark thriller, but I loved every minute of it. It was just so well written. I've read the second book. I probably will read the others because I just love Rachel Caine's writing. So that is the answer for that one. And I still will keep talking about it. There's a review if you want to go check it out. Question number 2. Thank you. Next. The first book you wish you had DNF'd. I have many probably. No, usually when I finish a book, if I get through it, I don't generally regret it. Yeah, I mean, if I'm able to get through it, I probably don't regret it. But this one, I struggled all the way through. There were parts I enjoyed, but for the most part, when I got to the ending, I was just kind of like, I could have done without that book. And that would be The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. This one, I wish I'd gone into it with knowing that it's more like a thriller and more like true crime book. But to me, it was marketed as a haunted motel book, and that is not what I got. Very quickly, you learn we getting out of the haunted motel setting. And that is where I was just not happy. I kept reading because I was trying to see where it was going and if we were going to get back to the haunted motel, but it just really didn't happen. So that book I could have done without. Didn't feel like, I would have missed anything if I didn't read it. So there you go. Moving on. Question number 3, Working Wonders. The first book that helped you through something hard in your life. I don't really have an answer for that, meaning like when I have gone through something difficult, I wasn't really turning to reading for those times. Right now, reading, period, just helps with life, period. That's the reason why I started reading. But I do have a book that I just feel like just helped me in life in general, and that is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I've talked about this in a previous tag video. Just what he talks about, the ego and removing that and being in the present was just so helpful for me with life in general. I constantly re-listen to it and try to apply it every day, but it's not always easy. But yeah, so yeah, that's my answer. Question number 4. Don't turn out the lights. The first book that gave you chills. I am still waiting for a book to like truly scare me. But this book actually did give me chills, made me kind of go like, oh. And that would be The House on Abigail Lane by Keelan Patrick Burke. I talked about this one before too, but he had a part in the book that dealt with roaches. And I've talked about this too. I cannot stand roaches, so it gave me the heebie-jeebies. It was also this clown, and I don't have issues with clowns, but the way he wrote it and the issue with the roaches, it was just, I recommend it. But yeah, if you don't know, it's a book about this house on Abigail Lane where people just go missing. They just vanish. And we find out different stories about these different people who have gone missing in this house and what possibly could have happened to them. So yeah, it was a very enjoyable read. It's one of my favorite scary books, horror books. So yeah. Question number 5. Can I get my time back, please? The first book that made you angry. If you watch my mid-year freak out tag, you probably already know, because I get angry just when I think about this damn book. It would be Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. I really get irritated when a book is marketed one way and that is not what we get. This is a book where I thought it was going to be about a killer mannequin. The synopsis says it is a group of teenagers who use a mannequin to play a trick on one of their friends, and then things go horribly wrong. That is accurate, but by the cover of the book, you can see I thought we were getting a book about a killer mannequin. That is not what I got. That's all I'm going to say, because it's a novella, so I don't want to spoil anything. But when I finished it, I was just like, what was that? And I still get mad about that book. Moving on. Question number 6. Out of comfort zone. The first book that made you fall in love with a genre you've never really explored before. For me, this would be Binti by Anidi Okorafor. This is a sci-fi novella. It's about a young lady who goes off to this university in the galaxies, cosmos, what have you. It is supposed to be like this very elite special school. She goes there to study. When she gets on this ship that is taking her to the university, all hell breaks loose, and I was not prepared for it. This was a page turner. I could not put it down. I read it all in one sitting, and ever since then, I'm like, I need more sci-fi. And to me, this was sci-fi horror, even though it doesn't say it, but to me it was, because it had aliens in it. I need more of that. So if you have any sci-fi alien horror recommendations, drop them below. Let's move on. Question number 7, Mirror Image. The first book that made you feel known. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for this one. Maybe in a year or two, I might. I really just read books that are just, totally different from me. I don't find it interesting to read books that are anything similar to my life or me. Like if I just see certain things in the description, I'm already turned off, because I just don't really, like I said, I want to read books about people that are so different from me and situations that are different from me. So yeah, even when it comes to books about moms, as a mom, those generally don't appeal to me. It has to be something different in it that makes me want to read it, like Stillhouse Lake. So yeah, I don't really have an answer for that one yet, but maybe soon. Moving on. Last question. Hop aboard the Wayback Machine. The first book you reviewed on BookTube. This is easy for me because I've just barely been on here. Almost a year coming up. But the first book I ever reviewed, I will never forget, because it's the first book I read when I got back into reading, and that would be Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. You should know by now, but I will put a link to that review. I go back and watch it and I'm just like, oh, I've gotten it together since then. My camera angle, the audio, it was hard for me to figure out how to review. I didn't really know what I was doing. I had only watched a handful of videos, but we got it done. And that book for me was, I think, 4 stars. It was my introduction to Riley Sager, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And like I said, I'm so thankful for that book, because if that didn't go well, you may not have my channel. So I am thankful to that book, because Home Before Dark was what I read next by him. If I had started with that, we wouldn't be here. So anyway, you can go watch that review if you want to know what that book is about. If you don't know by now and you want to hear what I have to say, like I said, my reviews have gotten better since then. Thank God. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this tag. I will tag some people because this is a new tag and we trying to get it spread around, get more people doing it. I have a bunch of people I'm going to tag. I hope that they do it, but if you don't, I understand. Sometimes it doesn't fit in with what you're doing. You already have videos planned out. I get it. It's fine, but I hope you do, because I'm looking forward to your answers. And here we go. I am tagging Laura from the Book Circus, Michael at Michael Nip, Brody from Etu Brody, Tori from Tori Morrow, Angela from Literary Science Alliance, and last but not least, Alex from the Bookish Report. I tried to tag people that I have not tagged before, and also, like I said, because I am venturing into new genres and trying to branch out and read more different things soon after spooky season, I'm looking forward to the things they have to say. So hopefully I can get some more book recommendations. So if I tagged you, I hope you will do the video. And in the comments, let me know your answer to the question of a book that made you angry, because I am very curious about that one. And if you made it this far in the video, leave me a black heart in the comments or any color heart that you please, or if you just don't have a comment, you just want to leave a black heart, you can do that as well. I respond to each and every comment that I get, so comment away. And yeah, that's it for this video. So until next time, snuggle up in your hideaway with a good book, preferably one that doesn't make you angry. Unplug as much as possible. Be kind to all kind, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.